Hello everyone! Monique Smith here. Welcome to my channel. On today's video, what we are going to do is we're going to try out some free Wish makeup. Now, technically, it wasn't completely free because I paid about over 30 bucks for the shipping. But every item that I'm using today was free from Wish. I have heard about Wish. I have never purchased anything from them, but I've heard some good things, some not so great things. I think that a lot of the products are kind of pretty much hit or miss. So today we're going to try out the products that I received, and I'll be honest with you, there are some things I'm going to be using that are not from Wish just because I realized I didn't get a full face of makeup, but that's okay. You'll get the idea. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, the first thing that I used was the All Matte Pore Invisible Face Primer by Sace Lady. And I actually already applied that to my skin before I started shooting. I wanted to do what I usually do, which is try to allow the primer to set into my skin. I just applied it all over and then I kind of press it into my skin so that it can really set. I'll tell you that the feel of it was actually quite greasy, or oily, I guess is better. Not greasy, but just kind of oily, which is kind of strange. And right now it just doesn't feel sticky or tacky at all. It just feels it feels pretty nice actually on my skin so far. So I don't know, we'll see how that goes. So yeah, I used this primer already. So we're gonna go ahead and now go into the second product that I got, which is by Ferrera. And that is the Soft Matte Long Wear Liquid Foundation. It claims to have full coverage, naturally flawless, oil controlling, lightweight feel. So let's see if it actually does that. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some onto my hand. This is what I usually do. It's kind of a thick consistency. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it with my beauty blender all over my face. I immediately notice it has kind of a scent, so that's interesting. This may be a tad too light for my skin, but we'll see as it sets and if it's gonna get any better. And I tend to kind of start in the middle of my face and then work my way out, but we'll see. And I don't want to use too much of this because my skin is dry, and I notice that if I use a lot of product, it tends to look rather cakey. So I'm gonna try not to use too much of this, just enough so that you can get the idea. So far it's applying okay. My fine lines on my forehead tend to show up a lot more when I wear my foundation. So when I put the first layer on, you could pretty much see them. I don't know if you could tell while I was applying it on camera at first, but I went ahead and put in a second layer over my forehead just to kind of buff out the fine lines, and that seemed to help. I have very open pores too, so I would say that the coverage is pretty good, but it does kind of accent my open pores. It doesn't really blend in really well with my skin. It's a little tacky, but it is full coverage, I will say that. So what I'm going to do is I put a little bit more of the foundation on my hand, and I'm going to use one of the beauty blenders that I also got from Wish, and it came in a little package like this, and they're just 4 little small little beauty blenders, and this is by Sapology, and let's see, yeah, that's it. This particular box came in a pack of 4, and it has this cute little stand. So you get 4 beauty blenders, and then the little stand looks like this. So that's pretty cute. And the bottom part is like a little heart. And then you just put your beauty blenders inside. Like this, I suppose. Just squish them in there. Tight like. Oh, and then, yeah. All right. You don't want to do that. Don't be too aggressive with it. I'm going to use the small little beauty blender just to get some more foundation and kind of put it underneath my eye. And I'm not going to use concealer. Since this is full coverage, I'm just going to try and just use the foundation, and that's it. So far, very good coverage, but it is enhancing my fine lines and my pores. So I don't like that. The next product that we're going to use is, actually, I'm gonna use my Airspun Loose Face Powder to kind of set underneath my eyes before we continue. So I'm gonna take that same mini beauty blender and just grab some powder and just set my eyes underneath. And then I'm going to take the Morphe Y11 brush and I'm just going to take some more powder and kind of pat it in, buff it in around my face. And that's all I'm going to do there. A little bit on the top of my nose, actually. Okay. So that's all we're going to do with powder. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do that I also didn't get from Wish is add a little bit of bronzer. We are going to use this bronzer palette by e.l.f. And it doesn't say what color this one is. And I'm using the bronzer right underneath my jawbone, and this just really defines my face. Makes it look more slender. And I have a rather big forehead, so when I put the bronzer on my forehead, I kind of bring it down a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to use a smaller brush. This is by Luxie, and it's the number 249 brush. I'm going to use this end right here, and I'm just going to take some bronzer and I'm going to just add it to the side, either side of my nose. And this is going to create the illusion that my nose is slimmer than it really is. Next, let's go ahead and do brows. Again, I didn't get anything for brows, so I'm going to use the e.l.f. Shadow Brow and Liner Palette. It doesn't say the color, but you have a lot of shadows in the pack. I really actually like this a lot. I've been using it on the daily, and I find that the shadow doesn't smear on your face. Once you put it on, it stays on all day long. And I'm going to be using my Luxie 215 brush. It's a small angle brush. First I'm going to use this darker color right here. And I tend to start at the end of my eyebrow and then work my way back to the front. Okay, we're done with eyebrows now. And one thing I will say, when I was applying the brow shadow on my eyebrows, you could see the little tiny hairs that were like close to my eyebrow, the little ones that maybe you wouldn't really see ordinarily that I kind of cover up. I feel like it really enhanced any little hairs that I didn't properly pluck or remove. So yeah, I didn't really like that so much. So just wanted to let you guys know that. The next thing that we're going to use is, the next thing I got was a eyeshadow palette. I have no idea where it came from, I forget, but it says 2018 Hot Sale Cosmetic Matte Eyeshadow. Yeah, I don't know. It's really vague in its description, but it's a little palette like this. I'm just gonna open it up and we're gonna go ahead and dive right into these eyeshadows. Before I actually put these eyeshadows on my eyes, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a quick swatch. Oh, these are creamy. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know they were creamy. We'll just go with it. So these are creamy eyeshadows. So that's gonna be interesting. Let's see. Well, let's go with it. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use this lighter color right here as just kind of a base. So let's go ahead and add that color. And I'm using a synthetic brush. I've never used creamy eyeshadows, so this is going to be interesting. I feel like this would be more of a base for other eyeshadows, which would be really cool. I could definitely use that, but I don't know about standalone. That's the thing that I found with the Wish products too, is that their descriptions are kind of deceiving sometimes. Like they leave out information, or in the header you read one thing, but then when you dive deeper into the description of the product and you click on the product, there's even more information. So yeah, it's really weird. I'm just gonna use this to cut my crease of my eyebrow too. We'll just go with it. Okay. I'm gonna let that set for a little bit and I'm gonna do the other side. This is so weird, you guys. I just don't know why you would use these. I guess. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know enough about cream eyeshadows. Go ahead and cut that eyebrow crease. The next color I'm going to try is this very dark brown color right here. So let's see how that goes, guys. I'm scared. Okay, so far I've just kind of blended it into my skin and put on each side. I'm starting on the other eye, and it's not really pigmented. It's really blendable, but the pigment is like, you barely see anything. So I'm not really liking it so far, guys. Let me know if there's a different way you're supposed to use these. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying my best. See, like I put the color on and then it just kind of blends and disappears. This is the darkest color. I don't know what to do. Okay. Let's try pink, just for kicks and giggles. Let's try it on this side. Yeah, this is really doing nothing for me. You guys, these are not good. The pigment barely shows up, and then you just blend and blend, and then it just kind of disappears. And honestly, I don't really know what to do with these. I don't really use cream eyeshadows, so I'm just gonna use my fingers. That seems to be good. It's blending in with my fingers. You can probably barely see this on camera. There isn't much more I feel like I can do with these because you can barely see the colors. So I'm just gonna go to the next product. The next product we're going to use is the eyeliner. This is by Emma DU, I guess, and then it says www.evpctcosmetics.com. So that's kind of confusing. Anywho, looks like this. This eyeliner has two sides to it. It has an eyeliner side, like a regular liquid eyeliner, and a stamp side. So essentially the stamp is supposed to aid in creating a nice cat eye. So we'll see how that goes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you guys, can you see? You can barely see this eyeshadow, right? I don't know. Okay, so here's the stamp. And there are directions on the side of the packaging. It says I'm just supposed to basically stamp the end, and then I use the eyeliner side to kind of fill in the rest. So pray for me. Let's see. Okay, I think I can do this. Maybe. Oh gosh. All right, the stamp is a little chunky. I suppose it's supposed to be like that, but we're just gonna go with it, and we're gonna use the eyeliner side just to fill it in. This applicator is not my favorite. So I'm gonna be honest, this eyeliner is a fail. The application is not good. It just flicked onto the bottom of my eye. I'll fix that later. It's already bleeding onto my eyelid. It's just not good. I don't like it. It's taking forever to apply the product onto my eye, and I'm just not liking it. I'm just not liking it at all. But for the sake of the video, we'll go ahead and do the other eye anyways. And this is the hardest part, is trying to make the cat eye on one eye the same as the other one. So, oh my gosh, we'll see. That was horrible. Oh my gosh. Guys, this whole look is a fail. Oh, I hate this applicator. I am not liking this at all. It does not look good. It looks weird. It's not applying very well. It's really sparse looking, and it's already bleeding onto my eyelid. So we'll just throw that. We're not gonna use that again, ever. Okay. Oh. The one thing I failed to use, which I probably should use before I put the eyeliner on, was, it's by Lidiel. It's an eyeshadow perfection glitter, and it comes in a tube like this, and basically it's like a roller. So you're supposed to roll it onto your eye. But I already put on my eyeliner, so I'm gonna use it anyways. I'm just gonna roll it onto the parts that I haven't already covered with eyeliner. And who knows, maybe it'll actually stick because of the stickiness of the other products that are on my eye. See, it's already bleeding, like the black is already bleeding. I'm just gonna recover whatever gets on my eyeliner. Okay. It's actually pretty. The applicator's kind of weird. I mean, it's a roller, so you can't really get into the inner crease of your eye. But it's applying rather well. We'll see how it does as we continue. Got this lovely smear of eyeliner. Whatever, we're just gonna go with it. Let's go on the other side. And now it's not applying. That is weird. So all this glitter came out initially, and now nothing is coming out. Why? Why? Why isn't it working? Oh, there. Okay. Kind of shook it. This is pretty, except the applicator is weird, and I should have put it on way before. But whatever. So all you can really see, honestly, is kind of the undertones of the color that I initially put on, and then the glitter. So I'm gonna wipe away some of that eyeliner that just bled onto my eyelid. And then we're gonna go on to the next product and see how that goes. All right. Next is a mascara by QI Best, and it's called Lash Power Extension Visible Mascara. Features an arched wand that lifts each single lash. Okay, we're gonna try this. See how it works. This is the tube it comes in. Take this out. Oh, okay. It's kind of weird. It's like, ew. It has like a gel-like consistency. I don't know if you can see that. When I take it out, there's like a string just kind of hanging. That's awkward. Anywho, let's just continue. Before I add this, I'm gonna curl my eyelashes. And when I did that, I have to go get the eyeliner because I threw it on the ground. It actually rubbed off some of the eyeliner that I initially put on, which I kind of expected because that's what happens when I look at eyeliner. It's not the best. So we're gonna reapply a bit. Okay, let's put on this mascara. It is leaving like this residue. I think it's supposed to look like lash extension or something. I'm not totally mad at it. I'm kind of scared to put on the lower lash line though, but we're gonna do that. Because that is what I usually would do with my mascara. Really the final test with this mascara is to see what it looks like at the end of the day. I'm probably gonna look a hot mess. Let's do the other side, shall we? Mascara done. Lastly, we're going to use, well, I have two pigments I got. I got a matte liquid lipstick by Verani, and I got a high pigment lipstick, 2-in-1 lipstick by Miss Rose Professional Makeup. And this color is in the color Flame. Let's go ahead and try this one first. Looks like this. One side is like the liner, the other side is a lipstick. So let's go ahead and try the liner first. Okay, the feeling of the liner is very matte. It feels coarse, doesn't feel like it's gonna fall apart. So that's good, but let's try the lipstick. So this lipstick isn't so bad. Obviously I won't know for sure how good it is until the end of the day to see if it bleeds, if it's long lasting, if it ends up on my teeth. But the feel of it is pretty creamy and it has quite a dense feel. And the liner part is also pretty dense, but not overly dense. There is pigment that's coming off of the liner. So far, I'm not totally mad at it. I mean, it's okay. It's not like a 10, but I'd give it a good 7 thus far. Okay, so I'm actually gonna take this lipstick off and I'm going to use the Verani Matte Liquid Lipstick. This is the last product, so let's go ahead and try it. So far it feels really creamy and actually rather nice. Okay, as it's drying, it feels kind of sticky on my lips, but it applied rather nicely. It's okay. I mean, again, we don't really know how good these are until the end of the day and when I've worn them for a couple hours, so we'll see how that goes. The last thing I'm gonna do is just gonna apply some blush from Tarte and some Milani highlighter, and we'll call it a day. Hopefully this highlighter helps me a little bit. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I would have to say overall I was not happy with the products that I got from Wish. The foundation leaves my skin looking really haggard. The lines are very enhanced in my forehead. You can see my pores. It just doesn't look good. It looks very cakey. I didn't like how my eyebrow shadow applied even after having this foundation on my face. The primer, I mean, it felt okay, but I don't really know for sure if it really did anything. The eyeshadow glitter, I did like. The applicator was weird, so I didn't like the applicator, but the actual glitter itself was pretty. I hated the shadows. I don't like cream shadows, and these in particular are not pigmented enough and they just don't look good. And also the eyeliner with the eye wing stamp, Didn't like that. It was very patchy looking. I don't like how it looked on my eye. It was hard to use. The mascara so far is okay, but it is leaving some residue underneath my eye. I've bought other mascaras that are pretty well known that have also done the same thing, but so far it's just okay with me. The lipsticks, I actually thought the lipsticks were pretty good. Again, I won't really know for sure until the end of the day, but the Miss Rose Professional Makeup lipstick and lip liner duo was a nice color. I like how it applied. And the liquid lipstick is pretty good. Liquid lipsticks tend to have quite a drying effect depending on the formula, so I find that I like liquid lipsticks that do not dry my lips, that still look good throughout the day, that don't bleed in weird ways when I'm outlining my lips or going over the natural lip line of my lip. So, I mean, so far it's okay. I think maybe even the lipsticks would look a lot better if I were wearing just my regular foundation. Okay, one thing I will say that was good were the beauty blenders. These are very soft. I like these are great. These work really well. They had a really cute little stand that came with it. Overall though, I would say this is a total fail. I wouldn't waste my money on buying anything from Wish. If you really want to try something for free and pay for the shipping, fine. But as far as makeup goes, it's really not the best quality. I would not recommend spending your money on it. So that's it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button so you can see all of my future videos, and please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I'll see you next time. Don't fail me now. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's what you do in between takes. You don't see any of this. That's what you do. And I look worse than I started. Yes, that was the plan. Yep. Okay, where's that brush?